Here we are, and go on with the Go and Learn presentation and the catalog of visits for the user frame. So I go back to the slides. The idea we have is that we can set up a catalog of visits for all the schools willing to participate to the user mobility initiative. This catalog can have inside a set of guidance study visits or even a set of thematic study visits in company. This is a possibility. It's not relevant for the immediate needs we have. We will focus on this one right now, but the possibility that we have is to have both if we would like. And for example, in Friuli Venezia Giulia, we could already, for the maritime and the tourism sector, have this thing available. In the other countries, we can do a check. But let's focus on the guidance study visit, because we said this is for mutual trust of teachers and guidance for students. The expected result we have of a job like this is that we have more teachers moving and knowing the other schools, and more students moving with a more conscious and well done, choice made from the beginning. So what we can have at the end, a set of user circuits which are combined clusters of visits in different schools. So when I move to Montenegro, let's say, I will have three guidance seminars plus a thematic seminar, or 4 or 5 or whatever number of guidance seminars, depending on the number of schools participating, and that I can visit and go in when I move to Montenegro with my classroom or with a group of teachers, because you can have this double usage of the catalog items. You can have groups of teachers moving, you can have group of students moving. So the concept is the same that I illustrated before, guidance and thematic. Now the difference we already have been through in the slides before. But here the participants are teachers of schools, of other schools of the network, of the user network, and students which are studying in those schools and that are going in other countries to understand if they can and if there are good places where to go to for exchange purposes, for mobility purposes. So what we would have to do, what should the work group of teachers working on this issue do during the homework in the next month? Identify the schools and VIT centers who are willing to participate to the thing in each territory. And so there are at least 2 schools already participating to the workshop, but that doesn't exclude the participation of other schools. I know that in the Marche region and also in Friuli Venezia Giulia, there are more institutions in the tourism or in the maritime sector who maybe like to participate to the initiative. So the person present to the workshop in Herceg Novi should go back home, explain with these slides the thing to the other schools and propose them to participate. At the end, for each school, I expect to have a descriptor sheet like this one. It means some picture, the logo, and you have to collect them in a way we can have the files to be published in the website, in the GG website, a short description of the school, the place where the school stays, let's say, the location, and then some anagraphic data. The work group task today, the thing to be done by you, is to define how you want this description to be made. Because we can have different choices, and to avoid one school putting 3 pages and one putting 3 lines, we should define a common index. Denomination of the school, number of students, number of teachers, square meters, I don't know. But we should agree on a set of informations that is common and everybody gives it. Where? In this place. So, the aim of the work group discussion, the first aim today, is what we will write in the descriptor of a school. You will have here the name of the school and the logo of the school. What are we gonna to write here? And to make the list of potential schools interested in my territory. So to have an idea of how many sheets we will have of descriptors of network nodes. If we can also think about companies, by the way. The second work to be done is that for each seminar a school makes, a guidance seminar is not difficult, it's history, market, products and services, and the organization of the school, and you will explain the things that you will write here in some way. But here we have to put the description of the content of the visit. Yesterday you have been visiting the school in Kotor, and they organized the visit as they liked. You didn't know what they were telling you and how the visit would be organized. And this is in a frame. Sorry, there is an ambulance passing by. And this is a frame, the catalog and the network, where we must have some standardization. And it means that when I participate to the circuit visits, I know before what they will tell me. And so we have to develop a small program of the visit here, which we believe is useful for us, complete, satisfying, and listing the things that we expect to be told about when we go to the company. So this is the description of the guidance seminar. Obviously, if we have also thematic seminars, we must describe the theme and what the contents of this thematic seminar, which is another thing. I will concentrate in the beginning on the guidance seminar content. This description should be the same for all the schools, or if a school has something different, I must know it, and it will be written in the descriptor of the visit. Then, the last thing to be done is, how can I organize a seminar circuit in Italy or in Friuli Venezia Giulia, in Abruzzo region, okay? And a circuit is a set of seminars, and so you have to describe the whole set and say we can go in Montenegro to know all the schools of Podgorica. Let's say we will visit 4 schools with these aims and in this way, okay? And so we must do the same we did for the schools sheet. We must do for the circuit sheet. So we have to define what we put here. Shall we put the pictures? No or yes? What description? How we describe a circuit? This is important because the other schools will choose where to go on the basis of these sheets, because these descriptors are a marketing tool that within the network help every schools or territory to show what's the best. You can have in the website Go and Learn an idea of it, because there are different typologies of circuits already prepared, but those circuits are circuits who have companies here, because this is a circuit for wine business and marketing. So it's a tourism circuit that brings you around in companies who are marketing producers, are wine producers, okay? And here you can have the description of what you will learn during that circuit. Imagine a title which is the maritime sector in Albania, okay, or the tourism schools in Montenegro, and to design something like that. Doesn't matter if you have not 20 things to visit. I mean, if you have 2 or 3 sites, it's enough to organize a circuit of 3 days, 4 days, and to give the more possible complete idea of what the territory offers you. You understand me that when you go and you really touch with your hands and you visit these realities, and there is a direct link between me and the proposal, it is really very, very, very effective in terms of guidance and knowledge of what I'm gonna do. For example, you could put here that if a classroom is coming of students, we can organize interviews between students and teachers of the school to understand if the students can learn something there and what. And so you can set up the matching interviews. I mean, the work group should discuss how we can use this way of doing things to benefit the most from the occasion of visits. After that, you know, every school usually organizes for the classrooms, at least in the 4th or 5th year of secondary school or the 3rd year of vocational education and training in Italy, the class goes for 1 week, 5 days for a trip. Well, this trip can be a circuit, combined with a circuit, so that you have a trip, the yearly trip of the classroom, but you also learn something. This is the second, just the second part of the circuit. So the circuit has a description, and then all the places where you go, where is the airport, and the list of seminars you will participate in. Those seminars and those companies are this and this, okay? So if you click in these links, you go to the other 2 sheets, and this closes the thing. So it's a very simple exercise I would ask to the participants to build at least 1 circuit per country. That means to have at least 2, 3, 4 schools. The most we have, the best it is, participating to the initiative. And for each school, I will have a standard guidance seminar, or maybe something in some, I could have the interviews, for example, in other not, I don't know. Within this description, I will know what I can find in each school participating to the circuit, okay? And then we can publish all of this on the website of Go and Learn, having an online catalog and calendar of activities. So this is a summary of activities of the work group and the homework that should be done. So define a common format, an index for the school descriptor, a common format for the visit descriptor, a common format for the circuit descriptor. This should be done before going home. And then I missed here the list of companies or schools to be contacted at home to widen this the number of participating to the network of mobility in the user frame. And then at home, here is the list, sorry. And then at home you can work out the contacts and finalize the list, collect the data, and design at least one circuit of guidance. This is the thing about the common frame for guidance. As a last item, I just show you the Go and Learn website, where you can also go through. It's www.goandlearn.eu, and here you find all the dots if you want to know what's gonna, and we will have then a dot, a dot here, or here. We can have more agencies or for the purpose of the user with another color. But what we find, there is an agency, and an agency has got to have a group of people. This is not necessarily to be done because we can put the visits of the user in existing work groups, which are not agencies so well structured as those expected by the project. But at the end, we can have in the catalog, this is the catalog of international circuits. If you go in the Flanders for tourism, you can have these visits. Okay, a couple of them. You see, they have just 2 companies, not more. Sometimes you have 20, depending on the place. You see, and you can here have a look on how the circuits are described. And then, if you wanna go through the seminars of this or the companies, you just click on it. Here you have the company descriptor, you see, contacts, and here you have the seminar descriptor, agenda, you see. Well, these contents should be agreed on, but once we have them, we can upload inside this frame the catalog of user mobility network, which is a network of schools and VIT centers and companies, if you like. We will use the existing agencies to upload the schools, or we can rearrange the dots in a different way. This is some problem we will decide about, we will solve in the Vlore meeting. But as soon as we can have for each school, okay, this descriptor, and for each seminar a descriptor, and for each circuit a descriptor, we can upload them in this website, which is for free and for now, and we can use it since it's a European project. Okay, so here I close the presentation of the common guidance, and I greet you. And the work group can start right now to develop the things I proposed you. Thank you.